Hey everybody, welcome back to Barber Dave's Barbershop at home for our Tuesday shave. And traditionally, this will be a DE shave, and that's exactly what it's going to be. We're using some of my favorite products. Unfortunately, I'm using the non-tallow version of English Fern, which can be a little finicky. I mean, it's working okay as long as you load it with a very dry brush and add just a little bit of water because it has a tendency to break very easy. And it's a thinner soap to begin with. So a lot of times she disappears a little bit quick, but not too horribly bad today. We'll see. On passes 2 and 3. For the razor today, we're using a British Aristocrat number 15, and it's got a brand new Persona Super. I had a whole bunch of these down at the bottom of this little container that I keep razors in, and I don't use DEs that often, and I didn't realize I had them. Some of you may remember a couple weeks ago, I used this razor and I put a brand new Nacid blade in, and it was horrific. Even with just one shave, it was miserable. This blade is really super smooth. Like I said, I can't even tell you the last time that I used a Persona or a Persona Super. I think the last time was a Persona Red way back. Oh, and I almost forgot. Take a look down here, www.theshavingcadre.com. Come and visit us. And over here, you'll see the barber pole with the cowboy hat on it. Please hit that. That'll get you subscribed to the channel. And then down here somewhere, there's a notification bell. Please ring that as well. And as always, today's shave is brought to you by Nurse Dave's Shaving World. The bluest poker chips in San Francisco. You can bet on it. Today, look in the comments. For all those good folks over at the Shaving Cadre that do content on YouTube as well. So please support their channels as they support us. Also, a very special announcement today. We would like to thank UA Cowboy, Kyle, and Dangerous Dawn, for their service to the Shaving Cadre. They had been part of what we call our concierge program, and a completely voluntary program, and their tour of duty just ended, and they will be known as Concierge Emeritus, or Emeritus, however you pronounce it. So thank you guys for your service, and we'll be announcing new concierge pretty soon. KJ the Spider, he is going to stay on as a concierge, and we'll go from there. So again, thank you, gentlemen, for your service to the cadre. We appreciate your dedication. I gotta say, this razor has a tendency to be extremely aggressive, almost as much as the Blackbird TI. Being the fact that the 15 is an open comb, and it's known to be aggressive, But in this Persona blade is just smooth as silk. In fact, it feels like a blade that's had 3 or 4 shaves on it. Just absolutely smooth. In fact, I'd venture to say that it is as good, or maybe even a little bit smoother for my skin, than a Wizamet, a Paul Silver, and the Paul Silver and the Astra SP. These are really, really nice. And for those of you DE regulars, this may be nothing new to you. To me, this almost equates to how there was some discussion on some of the videos a while back on certain blades that fit certain razors. Now, obviously, the Feather ASD2 and a Feather blade, but the Vostok blade in the Feather ASD2 was just a flat-out winning combination. I think myself and Spider, KJ over at the forum, I think that him and I went back and forth on that. And what I've noticed with the Persona on this razor is it really milds out the Aristocrat, which is pretty nice. Yeah, the non-tallow version of English Fern did well today. Not bad, all things considered. Those of you that know and love our beloved Kona Bug, or El Dago, he is going to get groomed today. And for a Husky Shepherd, grooming really isn't grooming per se. It's de-shedifying the 18 billion pounds of hair that he accumulates with that double coat. He'll get his nails done, and I won't say the word, but he'll have some expression. Those of you that have dogs know what I'm talking about. And he'll have a nice shampoo and clean his ears, and so he'll have fun at the spa today. His barber, so to speak, is Steve. He gets along real well with him. So, for those of you like Kona, we'll post some pictures of El Doggo. And most of you know he is the less renowned brother of Wile E. Coyote. And the only reason we say that is because he looks just like him. Okay, let's see if we need any cleanup today. Wow. Very, very little. Boy, these Persona blades, I'm going to have to... I mean, I've got a bunch of them that I've never used. And I think they were given to me, or I don't know how I came across them. But they are tremendous. And usually with this Aristocrat, when I use the alum, it can get a little fun, even with this razor. Wow. Not bad. A little bit of stinging on the knuckle area, but that's to be expected with a brand new blade. So really nice. And we'll be using Quinn's Cucumber and Mint. That goes pretty well with the English Fern. Unfortunately, English Fern never came out with a aftershave. So a lot of guys just go straight to the EDT, or the EDP rather, or EDT, no, EDT. But you can't get that anymore, except on the secondary market. And there's a couple other fougères out there, but English Fern to me will always be my favorite. However, a close runner-up, in my opinion, is Saponificio Veracino's Felsia Aromatica. So I usually use it as a aftershave after the Witch Hazel, and that's what we'll be doing today. And then the good news is we've got something we always like using. So again, for the aftershave, we'll be using Sapere Virosino's Felsia Aromatica, which is a little bit more pungent than the English Fern. English Fern has more of a creamy, I guess that's the way I would put it, like a creamy scent to it. And it just makes it that much more special, I think. So let's go everything again while we're waiting for that to dry down. So again, for the razor, we used a British number 15 Aristocrat. Beautiful razor. I haven't had it redone yet, and I don't know if I'm going to. And that's got a Persona Super blade in it that was on its first shave, and it was just tremendous. For the brush, Nurse Dave likes to call it his brush, just like Chad likes to call my Korat his razor, and that is the Morris & Fondran Apollina. And this has got, I believe, a super badger in it. It's a Sabini knot. And yes, this is a super badger, and just a lovely brush. It is a lather hog. It tries to eat the lather, but it's getting better with time. I think I've had it about a year now. First, before we go on to the EDT, we are going to use some talc, and it's the best talc on the planet. That's right, English Fern. Again, unobtainium, but you can get it somewhat on the secondary market, and it is just absolutely exact to the EDT. It's very light talc, but it's perfumed well enough to where it just complements the EDT, and it's a very fine talc, but you can tell that it has some moisture grabbing properties, so it does, for lack of a better term, wick a little bit, but it feels great on the face and everything else. And then, of course, for the EDT, we'll be using English Fern. Now, be honest with you, I know there was somebody that made a comment on the channel a couple days ago, or a couple weeks ago rather, that says that, oh my God, how much do you spray? Well, I only spray it on the pulse points and the heat points, but I do spray it. I'm fortunate. I have a tendency to eat fragrance, so I don't project fragrance very long. So then, once again, English Fern. That's it, folks. Quick shave. Thank you for joining us this week. We certainly appreciate you guys liking and subscribing. And again, as always, come visit us at www.theshavingcadre.com. I'm Barber Dave. This has been Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you again next Sunday. Take care.